Everybody clap your hands.
We're just gonna sing this song chant right here. And we're gonna esteem the name of Yahuwah, the Elohim of the universe.
Take it up,
Come on. Yahuwah, you're my king. Say Yahuwah, you're my king. Yahuwah, my everything. Say yeah.
All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Humble myself before you now.
Humble myself.
Reverence and praise belong to you.
It all belongs.
I humble myself before you now. I want to dance a little. Reverence
Come on,
and praise belong to you.
Everybody, clap your hands. That's right. Hey, we're going to esteem the name of Yahuwah. Hallelujah. That's a Hebrew name for our Heavenly Father. Come on now.
You are the author of creation. You are the ruler of the nations. You're the door to salvation.
Sing it high, praise.
You are the author of creation. You are the ruler of the nations. You're the door to salvation.
Yahuwah.
Yahuwah, Yahuwah Elohim. I humble myself before you now. I surrender and bow down. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I humble myself before you. You're my Elohim. Yes, you are. You are my everything.
Almighty One.
Before my king, yeah. You're my Elohim, yeah. You're my everything, my everything, my Elohim.
Sing it, David.
You are my refuge and my strength. Under your wings you cover me. My deliverance is you.
Nobody
else but you. You are my refuge and my strength. Under your wings you cover me. My deliverance is you. Hey, Yahuwah, Yahuwah Elohim. I humble myself before you now. I surrender down.
Come on, high praise.
I humble myself before. You're my Elohim. You're my everything. Humble myself before. You're my Elohim. You're my everything. You're my everything. You're my everything.
Come on, David.
I want everybody just to clap their hands right here.
Everybody clap your hands.
We're just gonna sing this song chant right here. And we're gonna esteem the name of Yahuwah, the Elohim of the universe.
Take it up, David.
Come on. Yahuwah, you're my king. Say Yahuwah, you're my king. Yahuwah, my everything. Say yeah. Myself, you're my Elohim.
right, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Humble myself before you now.
Humble myself.
Reverence and praise belong to you.
It all belongs.
I humble myself before you now. I want to dance a little. Reverence and praise belong to you. Yahuwah, just like we said. Yahuwah, oh my King. Yahuwah, my Elohim. Yahuwah, my Elohim. Yahuwah, just like we said. Yahuwah.
You are full and complete, lacking nothing. You have no definable beginning or end. There's no number to your days. Excellence defines your way. Who can compare to you? With your word you created earth and heaven. From the dust of the earth you made mankind. You are love, you are light. You're the giver of life. Who can compare to you? Yahuwah, 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 Yahuwah. In the name of Yahushua, in the name that is higher than all other names, in the name of Yahushua, I pray your love and your goodness and your blessings in my life. I pray your peace and your favor. You are almost mine. Full and complete, lacking nothing. No definable beginning or end. Who can compare to you? With your word, you created from the dust of the earth. You made mankind. You are love. You're the giver of life. Who can compare to you? Yahuwah. 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 In the name. In the name. In the name. Your love and your blessings. I pray your peace. Yahuwah. 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 In the name. In the name. I am all of the name. I declare. I declare your peace. Yahuwah. There is no other like you who can determine your word. There is no other like you, no one in heaven or earth. Yahuwah, 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 Yahuwah. Hey, in the name, in the name, in the name, I declare, and your mercy, I declare, your peace, your favor, I declare, your love, your goodness, I declare your peace, hallelujah, I declare your good, you are good, I declare your peace and favor, I declare your love, your goodness, I declare your peace, your love. Yahuwah, Elohim Most High, in the name of Yahushua, HaMashiach, the one who was and is, who is and is to come. I've come to worship and magnify your name. I've come to worship and magnify your name. In the name of Yahushua, HaMashiach, the one who lived and died and rose to live again. I've come to worship and magnify. I've come to magnify your name. I've come to worship and magnify your name. Here I am, drawn by your goodness. Here I am, touched by your love. I'm here, Father, filled with your spirit. I've come to worship, come to magnify your name. I've come to worship and magnify your name. Oh, here I am, drawn by your goodness. Here I am, Father, I'm touched by your love. Touched by your love. Here I am, I'm filled with your spirit. I've come to worship, I've come to magnify your name. I've come to worship you. Oh, I bow before you, I worship you. I've come to worship and magnify. Come to magnify your set apart name, Yahuwah, Elohim. I've come to worship and magnify your name.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 12. And Yahuwah said, I will be with you, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship me on this mountain.
Morning, noon, and night, I will worship you. The purpose for my life is to worship you. I will worship you forever in spirit and in truth. Worship you when all is said and done. I'll still worship you before your judgment throne. I will worship you. Worship you forever in spirit and in truth. I will worship you.
Revelation 12, verse 16. And the 24 elders who were seated on their thrones before Yahuwah fell on their faces and worshiped him, saying, we give you thanks, Yahuwah Elohim, the one who is and who was, because you have taken your great power and have begun to reign. I will worship you, Yahuwah Elohim. I will worship you, Yahuwah, my Elohim. I will worship you, Yahuwah, my Elohim. I will worship you.
Yeah. Elohim, I will worship you.
I will give
Yahuwah,
praise.
our Elohim,
Yahuwah,
we will worship
Elohim. I
you.
will give you praise.
Yahuwah,
I will praise your name.
Elohim,
Yahuwah,
I will worship you.
I will bow my knee to you, mighty one. I will bow my knee, yes I will, to you, mighty one. I will lift my voice, yes I will. Every day I'll lift my voice to you. All the time
All right, and to everyone, welcome.
I will lift my
Today's teaching going to be very awesome. I'm going to be teaching you all today how to spot Yahuwah in the heavens. I know this might be a sort of tough answer that a lot of you might be scratching your head. After I teach you this, a lot of you will be looking up now.
almost time.
That is the reason why there are so much of deceptions, so much of deceptions in regards to Yahuwah in the heavens. So there's a lot of deceptions. A lot of deception regarding Yahuwah in the heavens. A lot of deceptions regarding looking up. A lot of deceptions because the New Agers have their own way of learning things, and the Christians and them have their own way of learning things, and but we have one way. We have the eternal way. We know our creators are up there in the heavens. Although people might be mocking us and saying, your daddy in the heavens, or the man in the sky, your daddy in the heavens, and they're making fun of that, not knowing that Yahuwah will judge them, right? Yahuwah will judge them. Yahuwah will judge all those that mock and scoff at him. All right. So as you can see, I have a video playing there on the left hand side of the screen. And I also have the video with Yahuwah in the heavens. So what I'm going to do without further notice, what I'm going to do right now without further ado, we're going to begin this live today. We've already begun the live already. Alright, so a lot of people make fun of our Abba Yahuwah in the heavens. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read from one of my teachings. Alright, you wouldn't find it on Facebook, but I have it here, so maybe in the future I might post it out and stuff like that. Alright, so what is the meaning of clouds? I'm going to explain that to everybody. If you want to tag a New Ager, you want to tag a laugher, mocker, scoffer, you can tag all of them. The end is coming. The end is coming. Actually coming, right? The end is coming. So I had to I have again teach you all about this. I don't think that some of you all understand that Yahuwah appears in the heaven. Yahuwah hide himself in dark clouds, as it is even written there it is written there in you know, part of the Bible have the truth and part don't have the truth. We know I'll teach you all about that already. So whoever I want to talk, make sure and let me go viral, because this viral teaching is something that you will never be hearing anywhere else. Again, to recap, there was an earthquake just now in IMAYAH, Indonesia, not too far from Papua. It's Papua. This thing is Papua or Papua. Also today are going to be talking about the methane gas that is right now seeping into Southern not Southern California. Well, we're going to talk about that. If you all could remember, I'm going to look for the link and paste the link in the comment section so that people will know. Archangel Samuel did speak about it before. If you all remember, to recap, before all the earthquakes began in California, there was a certain place in Los Angeles where oil was seeping out into the streets and stuff like that. You remember that? And Facebook took down that video really quick. Some of the people might still have that link up. So if you have that link up, no problem. Also, after the oil was seeping up and stuff like that, after then began earthquakes in Bakersfield, and after Bakersfield, then they began earthquakes in Ridgecrest. Right, so the earthquakes that happened in California begin in Ridgecrest, and up till now they are just they're just cutting the path for the whole of California to slip into the sea. Right. Also, you also know, on when the earthquake happened, the two double mega catastrophic quake. I shouldn't say catastrophic, or catastrophic is different. When the two mega quakes happened in California, that switched the fault line. The San Andreas fault line was switched, and it now runs from Bakersfield to Ridgecrest, from Ridgecrest straight across the Kansas City Oklahoma, which connects back to Florida, and then from Florida connects back to this place again, Las Vegas or something like that, right? So I just explain that for you all. Just look for the live, just look for wherever you can find, and pull up that there. So the San Andreas fault line has been switched. It now runs from a different direction. All right, but I'm going to explain the difficulties and things that is going to happen in California. If you all remember when I spoke about the bowl. Right, the bowl, right. Go back and look at the live when I spoke about the bowl and what Yahuwah is going to do with those who live in California inside the bowl. All right. Those are things that I've already spoken about quite a long while already. So, those are things that you all should already be looking up on right now. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to we're going to do some really hardcore study here, and I'm going to explain to you all some things as it comes into future, as it comes into my spirit here. I'll be explaining that to you. So what happens is I am going to be showing you my mouse, right? I'm going to be showing my mouse. Make sure that you can see my mouse. You should be able to see my mouse displaying on your screen, white mouse, right? And I will point out to you where the crown is. I'll point out to you where the eyes is. I'll point out to you where the nose is. I'll point out to you where the mouth is. I don't really have an arrow to really point exactly to where I wanted to point right about now. Don't have that arrow, but in future should have the arrow. But I don't have the arrow right now to point and show you all exactly where but just watch where my mouse is, and if you watch where my mouse is, you should be able to see. If the mouse is being disabled for you, I would like for you all to specifically state, yes, I'm seeing the mouse. I know that you are seeing the mouse and it's not being blurred out by Facebook. This is very important. There's an important live. And after this live, I'm going to be explaining again and again. I have to explain again about the earthquakes that happened for Trinidad. the earthquakes happened for Trinidad, the mega catastrophic, 7 mega catastrophic. Remember, it's not really 7 mega catastrophic, is mega catastrophic plus mega catastrophic earthquakes going to trigger those tsunamis in the Atlantic Ocean, in the North Atlantic Ocean. This is the place you need to be. Carupano, Maturin, Tukapita, Gurare, Sogonas, Diego Martin, Arima, off the coast of Blashy. Those are places where we will be getting earthquakes. Earthquakes have already begun already. As you see, I've already spoke about these things already. This is the life that you need to be on to learn more in depth of your creators, because that day and time is approaching. You need to learn who your creators are so that you will not be deceived. Archangel Samuel is the only one on the earth that is teaching you the accurate truth of anything on everything in regards to Elohim's divine glory, divine presence, divine judgment. All right. This is the life that you need to be on right now. We are using Facebook as a platform to reach people from every race, from every religion. We are trying to reach out to everybody as soon as possible, trying to reach out to people. We know that some people will not listen to anything that we are saying, and it's okay. It's just that those who don't listen now will face the consequences in a few days from now. To recap what happened yesterday, 22nd, yes, there was a shofar song did, a trumpet song did, not a trumpet really, but a shofar song did in the east of Trinidad yesterday, recorded by Archangel Samuel. Also too, there was a tornado that touched down in Texas 7 days after there was a strange shofar song. Yes, a strange shofar song was sung in Texas. And then yesterday, after the tornado, I think it's yesterday, right? Yesterday or the day before yesterday, after the tornado touched down in north of Texas, I think it's in north of Texas, not sure. After north of Texas, when the tornado touched down, if you all remember, I want you all to remember well when there was a storm that hit Texas last week. There was a storm that hit Texas. Now Texas is getting tornadoes. There was also earthquakes that happened in Texas last night into this morning. So YAHUWAH'S, they are advancing in their plans right now to bring destruction on the earth. All right. So there are a lot of earthquakes happening in Texas, and as I told you already, half of America will be separated in 7 different regions. Trinidad will be separated in 3 different regions. Venezuela 3, which includes Colombia, Ecuador, Argentina, all those places I've already explained already. Indonesia is already separated. They are being destroyed from within with tornadoes and earthquakes. Also too, as well, there's a bushfire that is rushing through Indonesia and certain parts of Indonesia. Now the question remains, Indonesia is surrounded by water. Where does the fire come from to keep up that zest? That is because Yahuwah is actually burning the earth. Yes, it is written in your Bible. If you want to go to the Bible, read the Bible. The Bible is written. It is written in the Bible where Yahuwah will burn 1/3 of the earth, which include Indonesia, Argentina, Ecuador, Trinidad, and all those places, which is a part of the 1/3. Now, to everybody who will be listening here, certain parts of the earth is not having fire because they are not a part of the 1/3. If you remember, 1/3 of the angels fell with Lucifer, right? 1/3 of the angels fell with Lucifer when there was a rebellion in heaven some thousands of years ago, early ancient times. So this now supposed to open your eye to understand who are the 1/3 of angels that is in the flesh, right? So there are 1/3 of people on the earth who are angels, And the other 2/3 or the other 3/3 of people, they are not human beings. And who we talking about? We're talking about the reptilians and them. We're talking about the reptilians. We're talking about some of the New Agers and some of the Sky Watchers and all of them. They are not part of Yahuwah's 1/3. Right, so Yahuwah is trying to save this 1/3. This 1/3 of angels fell. Those 1/3 are very special people that is in the flesh, which includes the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi, the tribe of Naphtali, the tribe of Judah, and etc. and etc. All right, so I want you all to also understand too as well that Indonesia is a part of that 1/3. Ecuador is a part of this 1/3. Well, you know, Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominican Republic, Haiti, St. Eustatius, all those places are part of the 1/3. Right? Those are fallen angels in the flesh. All right? I want you all to understand the places where fire is happening. Those are the places where destruction will be inevitable. Note, to the beginning of January 2019, Yahuwah began his destruction plan, alright, which began in September of 2018. You all maybe hear me renouncing it over and over and over on my live. That's because I'm trying to remind you all of what time it is right now. I try to give you all an idea of what time it really is right now, so you all will understand. Alright, so now we're going to get into clouds. What is clouds? Clouds is the presence of our divine Father Yahuwah El Elyon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read. We're just going to read out the first set of verse to you, right? I'm going to read out the first set of verse to you. Then I'm going to point out to the public or to whoever listening on the live where how Yahuwah appears in the clouds. So the clouds is Elohim's presence. Clouds indicates the presence and the glory and the majesty of Elohim, the holy triune eternal family, who are the creators who agree as one, the Father, the Mother, and the Son. They are the ancient days, right? Which includes Abba, Yahuwah, El Elyon, Ruach HaKodosha IMAYAH, which is the mother, Yahushua HaMashiach, which is our HaMashiach, which is dear beloved begotten son, Yahushua, who did not die in any cross, but was crucified, not on a cross, but crucified by being hanged. Anyhow, we can go too deep into that. So we can only see 50% or less. Sometimes you might see 90% of Elohim in the heavens, but we will not be able to see a full 100% yet. Until when we transform in our glorified bodies, we will be able to see a full 100% of Elohim's glory. So the reason why they do not reveal themselves full 100%, because we are in the flesh and we could die. If you know, so let's go. Let me just take you all into the scriptures here. Well, the part of the scriptures that really came from the book of Enoch, that came from different books that the Vatican removed from the Bible. Now I'm going to read from the book of Psalms. Now I want you all to, I don't know, this could be a little simple teaching for maybe if you all want to pull up your phones or whatever, and we could go through these scriptures together if you want to. You know, I just only keep talking here, but if you all want to pull up your phones and, you know, research these scriptures, is all right with me. Psalms 97, right, Psalm 97 verse 2. Clouds and thick darkness surrounds him, Yahuwah El Elyon, our Father. So I hear a lot of people saying Papa God and Papa God. Papa God means nothing. You're disrespecting him by calling him Papa, and you don't know who he is. So a lot of people say Papa God and Papa God and Papa God, right? If you all know the meaning of Papa, Papa is you could call your father Papa. You could call your father Papa, your uncle Papa, your brother Papa. That's you're not describing what sort of person they are. They are elderly person. You're calling them Papa, right? The word God comes from the word dog. So there's no way you could disrespect our Father and say Papa God. Right? When you're calling on Papa God, or you say use the word Papa God, you're calling on all the other demi-idols God, or you're calling on all the fallen angels who hiding behind all those names. Alright? So clouds and thick darkness surround him. This should be an opportunity for people to raise up the volume in their cars, wherever they are. Let the neighbors hear the truth about the clouds. Sometimes they might come out your house and they say, boy, let me take a picture of the sky, and bam, you take a picture of the sky and you see something really out of the extraordinary, and they be like, how that look like a man standing up in the sky? How would it look like an angel? So you see different things in the sky because of the times we are in, right? So because of the times we are in now, you will see supernatural things in the heavens. Alright, you will see supernatural things in the heavens. That's the reason why you are seeing iridescent clouds and beautiful glory coming from the new Yahrushalayim kingdom. So let's imagine, right, when Yahuwah really revealed himself in all his majesty, all his glory, and we are transforming our glorified bodies to be raptured or taken out of this world. Alright, and you see the true glory of the kingdom of the Most High. When you see the true glory of the kingdom of the Most High, right, you will be so astonished and so shocked. You will have no remembrance of what take place in this world. You will have no remembrance of your life in this world. But when you come forth before Elohim, you will be told all of the things that I'm telling you, all the things that I'm telling you now in the flesh, right? It will come to remembrance on that day when you appear before Yahuwah. Yahuwah will tell you all the things, because there is a list, or there are recording angels that records everything to do with our lives. And if we haven't repented of certain things in our life, depending on how detrimental it will be, we will not be able to actually get there. We will not be able to get there. Might be able to just reach by the gates just to see inside. You won't be able to enter inside. So that means that you're still outside waiting to be judged, although you're being raptured. So although some of you might be enraptured, you will not be able to go inside. You'll be able to remain outside, and you'll be able to see inside from outside. Some of you will be taken directly inside, and you will be seeing outside from inside, right? So you'll be able to see the earth from where you are, and the state of the earth. Everything will be divine when that time comes. That time could be sometime very, very near to our Shabbat. And you will be seeing every single thing that's going on the earth from the heavens inside. But those that are outside will not be able to come inside. So like they will be outside, want to come inside, they will just have a simple visit, and then boom, they'll be back down. I want to explain this to you all again one more time. Let me just explain this so that people could maybe take some notes. When the rapture or the catching away happens, if your life is not in sync with Elohim standards, and you still have the cultivated history of the ungodliness of Babylon within you, that I keep telling people, unlearn the lies of this world. Without unlearning the lies and truly committing yourself into righteousness according to the will of Elohim, you will not be able to enter into the kingdom, right? Although it might change some of your ways, there are certain things in your life that you still need to change to be completely ready to enter into the kingdom. Note, you might change certain things, but you mightn't be able to get in. You might just be placed outside, and can't get in. There's no way that you could just pass an angel or a doorkeeper and just boom, gone in. It will not happen, right? I mean, that what the fallen angels want. They want that they could just walk in. But that is not possible, folks. If people listen to my life over and over, if you are tuned into my life, you should understand now how important it is to repent of wickedness, of ungodliness. You should repent. You should be awakened, fully awakened, right? But now remind me that coming Diwali, certain detrimental things is going to happen for the Caribbean, India, and all those different places, right? So coming Diwali, I think will be the 27th of October will be our Sabbath. Alright? So this is just to give you all an understanding. Write it down in your books if you have to. If I'm talking a little fast, I will try to slow down a little bit, because this is very important, very interesting as well, that you all should know the truth, besides what the Christian pastors and all the others who learning from the book that the enemy is corrupt, so that they can have you their way and not Elohim's standards. You are learning the lies of this world to to make yourself more independent in Elohim's righteousness. All right. So Psalms 97 verse 2 speaks about clouds and thick darkness surrounds Yahuwah El Elyon. Now some of you might want to know what the El Elyon means. El means the, and Elyon, we say El Elyon, right? El means the, and Elyon means the Most High. You don't need to write out the whole Most High words. All you need to say is El Elyon, which means El is the, and Elyon means Most High, right? So the Most High, right? Righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne, right? I'm going now over to Job 37. Let's go over to Job 37 so everybody can see I am just not talking about things. It's there written. It's there written, man. You need to understand. This is the kind of teaching that people need in this hour. People don't need teaching about Christianity and Jesus and all the lies which which surrounds deception. People need teaching of truth in order to truly be raptured and be caught away. You need to unlearn the lies of this world. I will say it again. In order to be raptured or caught away or hapazo away, right? You need to be completely clean, and you need the ancient truth, or the ancient truth, or the ancient truth. You need the ancient truth, which is the true oil of salvation. Christianity or whatever religion or whatever belief that they taught you is not the oil of salvation in order for you to be raptured. Heaven is a holy place, and if you are living ungodly and practicing witchcraft, obeah, black magic, and worshiping idols, and all what your ancestors taught you were evil, unrighteous, ungodly. Some of you might disagree with me because they taught you it is right to sin. That is what they taught you, is right to sin. They didn't teach you the foundation of heaven, the foundation of truth, because the world have no idea what is righteousness nor what is truth. They may have an idea, a simple idea of it, but it all leads back to unrighteousness. That is not righteousness, folks. Alright? Alright, so we're going over now to Job 37. Alright, let's go over to Job. We're going over to Job 37 verses 15 and 16. Let's go again. We're going to Job 37 verses 15 and 16. Alright. Do you know how Yahuwah establishes them and makes the lightning of his cloud to shine? Lightning of his cloud is the same lightning that is, you see coming down, the different color lightning. Sometimes you might see a blue lightning, a purple lightning, and these days we're seeing all different color of lightning. The lightning represents foundation stones, 12 different foundation stones. Lightning represents the covenant of our Creator too as well. So all these bullshit that NASA, USGS, scientists teaching humanity is rubbish about lightning is caused by this and that, and all the nonsense that they're teaching you is for you not to know about your Creator. So the rabbit hole is real deep, and in order to come out from the rabbit hole, you need to truly awaken. Some people say they awaken, but they're not really truly awakened when you unlearn the lies. When you begin to unlearn the lies, that's just the first step of your unlearning process. There's a lot that you'll need to learn in order to unlearn. So there's a lot to learn in order to unlearn. Alright, so Job 37 verse 15 and 16 speaks. Do you know how Yahuwah establishes them and makes the lightning of his cloud to shine? Do you know about the layers of the thick clouds? The layers of the thick clouds, my brothers and sisters, right? Layers of thick clouds. We're going to look at that now. Where's the layers of thick clouds? Layers of thick clouds. This is the layers of thick clouds. The layers of thick clouds is where Yahuwah hides himself in thick cloud. It's sad that the world don't want to hear the truth, but that's the reality of the end time. They will not want to listen to the truth. They will listen to diviners. They will listen to psychics, pastors. They will listen to televangelists. They will listen to people who think they know what is the truth, but they will not listen to the true foundation of righteousness. They will not listen to the ancient truth of Elohim and truly turn away from the ungodliness. I do not wear tie. I don't wear shirt and tie, and my head to be shining all the time. I'm not a politician. In order for people to recognize me in the earth, I don't need that, right? I am the light on this earth, and some of you are the light too as well, but your life is not in sync. And if your life is not in sync in Elohim's righteousness, you will be left behind. I don't think people understand how serious this is. People will laugh at the honest truth, the ancient truth, but people will not laugh at the gospel, because the word gospel came from spell. As I explained a few days ago, the word gospel came from spell. And if you spell the word gospel, it's spelled gospel, which they actually got the word ghost from gospel too as well. Gospel, right? Remember that a ghost is a non-living thing, right? This is very, very detrimental. This is very, very serious, and people will laugh at the truth, because we are in the end time now. We are in the end time. This life should be shared a lot of time. People should be sharing this life right now, all now. People should be sharing these lives on group. People should be sharing this life everywhere that they can share this life. But it would not be so, because people are stubborn-hearted. And when people are being destroyed, and when Abba Yahuwah begin to really cripple the economy, because that's what he's dealing with right now. Yahuwah working on breaking down the economy. Once the economy broken down, folks, we're going to go to a dark world. What means there are going to be 23 days of darkness. When Tiantec, well, let's use Tiantec, the energy people who are responsible for energy. When the people responsible for energy recognize what has happened, they will be able, the ones who left behind will be able to see the true magnitude of the deceptions that they were living under for so much a generations. Right? So that's what Yahuwah is working on right now. As I said that already, Yahuwah is going to begin lightning striking. Yahuwah is going to strike the energy, all the places where, like, for example, Power Gen in Port of Spain, Power Gen in Superior, the power company in Jamaica, the power company in America. Yahuwah is going to begin to destroy the main source of electricity, because that is electricity that the enemy stole from you, the people, and now they're selling you what they're supposed to provide for you free. Right? Everything on the earth was created for us. It wasn't created for the enemies to take it and make it a product to be sold to us, to make it into a business. This is the economy. The economy was created under false pretense by the enemies themselves, so that they could use their products, use their products to sell to us. And in return, that is an economy. People don't know what is an economy. Although the dictionary might have a meaning of the economy, the dictionary will never tell you the in-depth rabbit hole of the deception of what the economy was really built off. None of you will understand that. Even if you go in the dictionary and you will search the word economy will come up with so much a meaning, so this and that, and what is that economy and that. But the dictionary is not really giving you the real in-depth truth of how the economy was really built upon lies, deception, manipulation, human sacrifice, and the list goes on. In order for the economy to rise this way and to stay stationary or to stay stable this long, wasn't Yahuwah helping the economy grow? No. Yahuwah was providing food, water, the basic needs for us to live, right? But Yahuwah was pushed in the side and being ignored, as he's still being ignored by humanity today, right? Yahuwah was providing water, food, vegetables, anything that they could think about. And what the enemy did, they used the people who swear an oath to protect, they produce and feed the people of Yahuwah Israel, to feed Israel, so that Israel will always have food. What happened to Israel today? Israel completely turned against the Most High. Why does it take Yahuwah to bring judgment on the earth for Israel to open their eyes? Now today, in this day and age, in 19th century, because we're in the 19th century, by the way, because it's what, 2019, right? We're in the 19th century Gregorian year, and there are a lot of cults, a lot of different cults rising up and thinking that them is Israel, them is the Israelites and all this kind of thing, and but you can't be a Israelite and still supporting the agenda of your enemies. For example, the Hebrews movement, the Hebrews cult that is based in Chicago, Trinidad and Tobago, throughout the world. I think they have branches now in Australia. The Hebrews movement is a movement of deception, which is funded by the Vatican themselves in order to tire people so that nobody will not really know the deception. A lot of you will be pulled into deception, thinking that the black man really supports the truth, the internal truth of Elohim, right? That why Yahuwah will use somebody who not a part of any cult, any political party, Yahuwah will use someone who is not a part of this system of the world. Although this person might be living in the world, they're not a part of the system of this world. They don't take part in deception, bribery, mockery, and all these different things, right? So the black man, you hear what the enemy did? The enemy used a black man to begin the Hebrews movement, right? The Hebrews movement is a cult, because the Hebrews movement does not stand for anything that is righteous. And the Hebrews movement is no different from the Christian and all the other cults, because they will only use one scripture to justify themselves. One scripture talking about the black, the Hebrews, them is black, the Hebrews is black, the Hebrews is black, and all they hear is black and black crime, right? Because Yahuwah is no racist, so there's no way Yahuwah will only be saving black people alone, only black people. So the Hebrews movement teaches people, teaches their congregation, teaches their so-called brothers and sisters to love only their own brothers and sisters who are black. That is racist, right? That is racist, completely racist. It's racist completely, right? to be saying that the Most High will only take vengeance on white people and not black people. That is completely wrong. People not waking up. People not waking up. But anyhow, I just wanted to give you all a definition of the economy, and all those who support the economy will be punished too as well, because there's a lot of evil things taking place. I saw there was an article somewhere in England that they found 39 bodies. All right, let me be honest here, right? I asked Yahuwah, obviously, right? Obviously they will not give you the truth and tell you, well, it's really 100 bodies was found in that pickup truck. The lie and tell people it's 39. So I always telling you all that. Anytime they use the word, and they say 39 bodies being found in England, no, it's not 39 bodies. It's 100 bodies. 100 bodies was found in that container, and now the news article put it out as 39. Not to make it look, not to make it look too kind of fishy, but 39 bodies is not the accurate number of bodies that was found in that container, which was driven by a guy, I think from Ireland or wherever. So those bodies was to be delivered to the queen. Yeah, those bodies was to deal. Actually, those bodies are bodies that they take from different parts of the earth. You see, people who are being kidnapped, right? There's something called human trafficking. Human trafficking doesn't just pass you one medium or one channel. The human traffickers are specifically working for people in power. All right. Human traffickers doesn't just, I saw recently a documentary of, the police, and I'm talking about human trafficking and stuff like that, and the, people, but they're not speaking and saying the people responsible for human trafficking is people of power, right? People of power is the ones responsible for human trafficking in every country, in every island. Because human trafficking is just not now being discovered. Human trafficking has been happening for as long as you have been here on the earth. Your great grandmother, your grand let me tell you something, human trafficking exists long time. Since in the days when the elites run out the Israelites and put them on slave ship and carry them different places to work on different plantations, right? Human trafficking exists since then, right? So human trafficking is not no new thing that the media now start to talk about. The media was hiding human trafficking for a long time. You know how long they're hiding human trafficking? They're hiding it long time. It wasn't time for them to come out and talk about it. Then people would have wake up. People would have been woken up, and people would have understand what is human trafficking. Then, they would have an idea why certain people are disappearing just like that. Right? I explain to you all over and over, and people doesn't take me serious. That's why when sudden destruction happen, you are nobody else to blame but yourself. You blame yourself. When you are not being raptured or not transformed, you blame yourself. I am speaking things that happen in the future before it ever happens. Before it ever happens, we will warn you about it. Note, before any event comes into fruition, any event manifests in this natural realm, I will warn you over and over of what it is to happen, so that when it does happen, you are being warned already. So there's no excuse that I didn't know about this going to happen. Right? I didn't know this going to happen or that going to happen. You already know about it going to happen, but you didn't take it seriously. You didn't take it into consideration. You sweep it under the carpet. That's like when the politicians and them come by a home and make promises when it close to election, and they tell you, well, we want to build a pavilion, we want to build a savannah, we want to fix the road, we want to build bridges and all these different things, right? And when they make those promises and they come to you and they tell you, we'll do this and we will help you with school and we will help your children go to university, better education, all those are false promises, which comes with a price, right? It comes with a price, because the government can't just give you what they want. It's called an election gimmick, folks, right? When they coming close to election, they're making promises and telling you, well, A, B, and C, we go give this, we go help you with that. The government can't just give you what they want. It must come from the elites. If it not come from the elites, what you expect to get, folks? Huh? Or you expect to get something, man? Yeah, I mean, all this supposed to be fully aware. By now, all this supposed to be fully aware, right? That when those in government promise you something, you will not get it until when it close the election. When it close the election, they will make it happen in one day. When they close the election, folks, all the promises that they make to you, at least 10% or 5% or 3% of those promises does be met. After 4 years in government, and doing nothing for a whole 4 years, nothing for the people, right? But when they come in close to the election, then they actually fulfilling what they say they will fulfill. It's a gimmick in order to win your heart. You see how stupid you have been, humanity? You see how stupid you have been played over and over and over by your enemies. Because up or down, whether you vote or you don't vote, right? Whether you vote or you don't vote, if you are counted as a citizen in whatever country, right? For example, if you never vote in your life, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you do a good. You didn't go and dip your hand in ink for the enemy, right? Or for the slavery of your generation, right? You didn't do that, right? But every time your government promises you something and it doesn't fulfill it, whether before elections come, a little 2-3 months before election comes, you see they start to do things that they promise you. That is in order to win your vote, right? To win your vote, so that they can go back in power again and they can delay on the promises. And when coming close to election again, then they will do something. They will do something that they promised, which is nothing really big they're doing, and nothing to really help, or nothing to really, finance your generation, other than give your generation a bulb, right? That is in order to win people. It's in order to win your soul. Those people don't know. People who just vote all the time don't know, right? Once you go and vote, your soul belongs to the enemies. Let me say it again. Anytime you take your hand and you dip it in ink to whatever political party that you may be voting for, right? Your soul belongs to the enemy. You sign your soul over to the enemy. Voting means dedicating your life to a particular voting, right, means putting your life at risk, right? It mightn't be at risk now because they mightn't see nothing, right? Talking about eternal life, right? Voting on putting your life in a particular agenda, right? You all don't know, but I'm telling you all, it mightn't be mightn't be certain things about people might not understand about what I can just say. I'm not a political person. I'm not into I'm not into political understanding, all them kind of thing, but I'm just trying to wake up my true brothers and sisters who might have an idea that this whole voting process is a deception, right? The whole voting process is a deception. The government belongs to you, right? Or your soul belongs to whoever you vote for, but it's really the enemies now. I don't really want to go too deep in this, right? I know certain people are, but certain people will be mad. See, y'all can just Samuel talking about voting and voting. Okay, he shouldn't try to mislead people into voting, and but nevertheless, I'm telling you all, the whole voting process is a deep rabbit hole deception, right? Real deep hidden deception, boy. Deep deception, right? So I'm not at liberty to speak certain things on this live, as I know the enemies are listening to me, and they will try to target my lives and shutting it down and removing videos and doing all different things. Do you all know on a daily basis I'm having problems? Facebook telling me they're taking down the video, to take it down, or to mute audio. They're muting certain things I say, certain things I give you, certain exposure of the exploiting of the Illuminati, the exploiting of the government ministers, and all these different things that I've explained to you all. Facebook is muting. Yeah, they're going to the live, listening to it, and then they will mute it to the public. When you go back to listen to the live, it will be completely dead. You will not be hearing nothing at all. It will be like a silence, a whole 1 hour complete silence. No, it's not silence. It's things that are exposing that they don't want you to know about. Detrimental things, things that will drastically wake you up. That is the reason why it is so important to listen to my live while I am live. Because after the live, when you go back to listen to the live, you can't get an opportunity to go and listen to it. They kick you out plenty times. They want you to get fed up coming back and listening to me. That is the agenda of the Illuminati, so that you remain brainwashed, matter of fact, and you remain controlled according to the agenda. That is the reason why Yahuwah, El Elyon, that's the reason why Yahuwah is bringing the world to an end. That is the reason why the world coming to an end. Nobody listen to what I had to say, right? So that you could really seek salvation. You could really seek salvation. People ain't listening to that at all. Right? People not listening at all about that. You remember last night I talked about the Red House, and actually spoke about why they bury the ancestors' bones under the Red House, and people was like, Archangel Samuel, you must have a way of smoking and all that kind of thing, making jokes are serious things which should open the eyes. This generation loves evil, right? They love evil, right? They will support the agenda of the evil ones, right? Simple things. I talk about the Red House, how they found bones, and then they bury the bones back in the same Red House. That is invoking of spirits. That is a spiritual calamity waiting to happen for Trinidad. Right? There are a lot of evil things that you all don't know. You all don't know certain things. You all don't know a man can just take up himself and just go and kill somebody just so. It does just happen just so. It's called evil. Recently I saw an article in the Express. Right? I saw an article in the Express online that's speaking about this person from somewhere Superior, I think. This woman from Superior, right, said she went to the police and she complained until the police, she hearing voices in she head telling she to do evil things to herself. And then she daughter and I think it's two daughters and she living in a house, right? It have a spiritual calamity waiting to happen on the island of Trinidad. Now, there's some main factors why this hasn't happened yet. The catching away ain't happened yet. The mega quakes and begin to happen yet on land. Those are the minor things now, boy. Right? Hence the reason why Yahin passed strict judgment over Trinidad. Now, when I explained that last night to the public, to some of you on the live, you explain out of your own words. I didn't tell you. You explain out your own words that is obia, black magic, and witchcraft. Yes, it is indeed. But the people is not aware and not awakened. The people is not awakened of the evil things in front of their eyes. They will make stupid jokes and say, Archangel Samuel, give me some of whatever you're smoking there. You're talking one such shit and you are the biggest jackass of the year. And all them kind of nonsense. I am talking things to open your eyes. They don't want to open their eyes, folks. They love evil. They love evil. They love it. Right? They love it, the fact that evil is blinding this generation so much. This generation is blinded so much, right? And they make stupid jokes based on their own dumb understanding, being some dumb assholes, and not opening the eyes to see how evil and righteousness this world really is. Also, Archangel Samuel, I don't see nothing wrong. One of the commenters, Archangel Samuel, I don't see no problem. I don't see no problem at all. Why they go and dig up the bones and then they cry it in a lab and test it and come back and tell people, oh, those bones was tested and it's truly human bones. Leave the dead there. Leave them there. Why are they going to dig up bones and all this kind of thing? This is a serious agenda. A serious agenda. Oh gosh, boy. This is so devastating. So devastating this is. This is so devastating. This is so troubling. The world is so evil. And people will laugh at, they will laugh at and say that's a simple thing. Oh God, Archangel Samuel. Oh, why you to be talking like that? It's just bones. It's just why you go on invoking the dead? You understand what I mean? Invoking the dead. Right, talking about your ancestors and your ancestors, and is your ancestors have your slaves in the first place, and you're worshiping your ancestors too. That is why judgment must come upon you. Judgment must come. Judgment will come. You're worshiping your ancestors. Why? Your ancestors, the same ancestors that enslaved you. The same ancestors that sold you. You worshiping your ancestors. You're supposed to despise your ancestors, because the teachings or the story of your ancestors is lies, 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 to make you believe and to make you honor your ancestors who sold you out for slavery. Your ancestors, boy. Your ancestors sold you out, sold you to the elites, sold you to the wicked ones, sold you to the evil spirits, sold you to the principalities and the powers in wicked places. Is your ancestors, folks, your ancestors. The stories that they're teaching you about your ancestors is lies. It's all for you to honor your ancestors who done evil things to you. Your ancestors are your ex-slaves who sell you out. Your ancestors sold you out. Your ancestors sell you out. Sell out your generations to come. Sell out your generations. Sell them out. Did human sacrifices, human trafficking, all these different things your ancestors did in order to keep up the name ancestors, right? Anyhow, nobody will believe anything I'm saying right now. So that is why they have the New Age teachers. You know, you have people teaching New Age and talking about ancestors, my ancestors. I from Egypt. I's a god. I's my own god. That's what the New Agers and them know. Right? The atheists. All those things are different divisions of humanity. If you got Christian, you had the Muslim, you had the Buddhist, you had the New Agers, you had the spiritualists, you have different factors of slavery with inside different factors of the agenda of the Illuminati. You don't even understand what I'm saying right now, because a lot of you say that Archangel Samuel taking this too far. Oh God, if I am telling you this, just imagine what the Creator will tell you. Just imagine when you appear before the Creator on Judgment Day. Just imagine what He's going to tell you. The same thing I'm telling you now in the flesh. When you passed on into judgment, He will tell you the same thing. You didn't listen. You didn't listen and turn away. You're not seeing the problem here. That's the reason why you are being slaves to your enemies. That's the reason why it's easy to deceive you as a people. It's easy to deceive you, because you know why? You are easily deceived, because you believe in evil. Because you believe in evil and not righteousness, and not the truth, not the ancient truth. You're not believing in the holies of holies. You're not believing in the creators at all. You have no relationship with your creators. And then you say, I believe in God. You know, I believe in God, I believe in this, I believe in that, but you are easily being deceived over and over. So if they lie to you about your ancestors' history, they lie to you about your history as Israel, they lie to you as children of Satan or seeds of Satan. They lie to you and told you that the reptilians are not alive. That tell you so much things to hide the agenda. The rabbit hole is so deep. But being ignored is just one factor in this earth. Being the main source is just one factor, right? People will not listen, folks. People will not listen. Don't matter what you say. No matter how you try to open their eyes, they will not care. They will not even blink. They wouldn't blink to understand. They didn't want to hear. It's very, very, very sad. But people do not want to wake up. If you wake up and you understand the agenda of the Illuminati, only then, folks, only then. Only then. This live should be viral right now. Viral. You're seeing different things going viral which shouldn't be viral. Evil shouldn't be viral. Evil shouldn't be going viral. Right you evil going viral. Right you evil is going viral. The person viral, evil. Evil things is always viral. Despite if it's rather tele-evangelist, whether it's who talking, if it's not the ancient truth and it's going viral, it is evil. The world loves the evil. Therefore, the same evil that they love will be the end of the desire, because of the wickedness of their heart. They will not be able to be raptured. People don't understand how serious this is now. This is so serious, It's serious. Evil things are always going viral, not righteousness, not righteousness at all. Oh, you want me to talk like a Nigerian? I can talk like a Nigerian. I'm not a Nigerian, so I can't talk like a Nigerian, right? But I'm telling you all, they love evil, they will support it, right? They love unrighteousness, they will support it. They love rebellion, they will support it. They love ungodliness, they will support it. Anything that is ungodly, unrighteous, anything that is a stench to your creators, the enemies will push it forward, because they want more and more people to be contaminated. You see the word here, contamination. You are being contaminated by different music you listen to, different movies you watch, depending on the material in the music or in the song, depending on the material in the movie, depending on the material and whatever teaching that people might be having out there. But I'm telling you all, anything that is meant for unrighteousness, they will support it, they will push it, it will go viral. Viral, you know the word viral, right? The word viral means something that everybody will pay attention to. Viral means pay attention. You know, like when a tornado coming, when they're going to be a hurricane coming, I just want to show you all something. How people just think, or they just think they are hypocrites, hypocritical people. This is how they just think as a people. They have something called stinking thinking. Never heard about that word before? They have something called stinking thinking, a word I invent. But anyhow, they have stinking thinking. They are hypocrites. Only when there's a disaster coming, they will flock to the truth. They will look for the light. They will search all over to come and listen, because a disaster coming, because they want to know how certain things will be happening. They wouldn't tune in. They wouldn't really fully believe in the other sources, but they know when disaster coming, they know exactly what source to come to. Is the truth. They know exactly which source to flock to, because they know that source will tell them the truth. But that's the only time people just listen, when there's a disaster coming, when there's a terrible disaster coming. That is the reason why, boom, hurricanes will just happen without, you know, this is the reality of how this going to happen. You know, Yahuwah just give you all a little opportunity. Yahuwah don't have to wait for hurricane to really, to wait for a storm to build into a hurricane. Yahuwah could build a hurricane on spot, same day, hit one time. But Yahuwah show you mercy. Hey, mercy, 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 mercy. That's the reason why you have a little 2-3 days before the hurricane hit here or hit there, right? That's the reason why scientists can predict earthquakes. Earthquakes is supernatural. And a lot of you all out there believe that fracking causes earthquakes. No. Fracking does not cause earthquakes. No, 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 no. Remember, the tools that they're using is natural tools. To move the tectonic plate is hard. Let me tell you something. A natural tool that humanity made can't move the fucking tectonic plate. Let me say it again. Fracking cannot create earthquakes. Cannot. Depending on where the fracking is taking place, it could cause a landslide, because I mean, if the fracking taking place on a hill, obviously it will cause a landslide. It will cause the earth from underneath to move, but it doesn't move the tectonic plate, so it will not register as an earthquake. But in order to bring you further and further and further and further, what I tell you all, huh? Beautiful people, what I tell you all? Tell me what I tell you all. They tell you all that fracking creates earthquakes. No. Fracking have nothing to do with earthquakes. Fracking could just cause a landslide. I understand that. I mean, a landslide could happen because of fracking. But earthquakes is supernatural. No fracking machine could move the tectonic plate. And the only how there are earthquakes, only how it will register as an earthquake. I telling you all, they won't tell you all that. The only time it will be registered as an earthquake is when Yahuwah moves the tectonic plate. Only when the tectonic plate is shifted, that should be registered as an earthquake. Because humanity, fracking machines, cannot move the tectonic plate. So they have you all believing in lies. But anyhow, boy, my duty is to tell you all the truth. That's my duty. If you believe or you don't believe, that is your free will. It's your free will to believe or not to believe. All right. So it's your will, your free will. I am forcing you to believe what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I have to believe this. I am telling you, fracking does not ever create earthquakes, ever. Right? Lies and lies and lies and lies, and the lies goes on and on. That is the reason why people can't see the way in this world, folks, because they believe in so much lies, and lies is what made up an economy, what made up a system. Lies. What made up a system? How Babylon decided to build itself off of lies. Lies. Christianity is a lie. Islam is a lie. All other religion, Hinduism is a lie. All them thing is lies. Lies. It's to divide and conquer humanity. Right? It's to divide and conquer humanity. Right? Sad. So what made up the world? Right? The world is based, the foundation of this world is based off of lies. Lies. They went to the moon, lie. They never traveled to the moon, lie. Right? They went to space, lie. Lies. You ever see NASA going live, and they have NASA going live and they have 3 people, or they have more people have on live right now. You ever see NASA? Right? You must see NASA going live with 21 people alone for hours? No. Them just have 4.4 million people on the live, because those are the people who they deceive. right? They deceive these people from small growing up in university. They build them up, so that when Archangel Samuel come on the live, or when I come on the live, when I come and I start to speak the true ordinance and the true concepts of righteousness, the true precepts of Elohim's kingdom, and bring forth the true word from the Father, there are many who they already deceived to believe the lies, right? That is why the world will be locked on Archangel Samuel live, because they're busy, distracted with different distractions, with different distractions that the enemy, they build these distractions, they create these distractions, folks. These distractions are being created to deceive you. Hey, a lot of you maybe think I'm mad, and a lot of you maybe say, okay, just Samuel ranting, and I don't. A lot of people that saying that, folks. A lot of people that say it. I don't want to hear nothing about the ancient truth. It's okay, just Samuel. I don't hear nothing about the ancient truth, but one day you will. Right, beautiful people? One day you will. You are being given it free right now. Free. It's free. But you are being given a free will. Is either you learn the truth, or either you believe the lies. And once you believe the lies and you remain corrupted spiritually, you will never be raptured. You will never be caught away. You will never be counted worthy. Hey. You will never be counted worthy if you remain corrupted in this system. If you remain corrupted, or remain in corruption. Remember, your body is incorruptible, right? If you remain incorruptible, if your body remain not incorruptible, but if your body remain corruptible. If your body remain corruptible, your flesh remain corruptible, then your flesh now will corrupt the incorporeal body, right? I'm talking about the spiritual self, right? If you are corrupted now, and when the catching away happens, right, your spirit will be corrupted, because you didn't truly wake up to the oil of salvation. Yahuwah will not use these pastors. Yahuwah will not use these people in the churches. I keep telling you all over and over. Maybe back then in 2007, 2012, back in 2000s, back in 98, way back then. Yeah, Yahuwah maybe was using them in the churches to try to reach people then. But he come to a conclusion, it makes no sense, right? Because you tell the pastor this, the pastor will never go and say, the Lord said this exactly. Or, for example, the pastor, Yahuwah used to use the pastors and them back then, but what do you use it now? How it looks now? Filthy, right? The Most High is not using these pastors, these leaders who talking about God and God and God and God and God and Lord and God and Lord, and God tell me this and Jesus tell me that. You understand? No, that is not from the Most High. In the book of Jeremiah speaks specifically about those who just run their mouth and say the Lord said this and the Lord said that and the Lord said the other, when Yahuwah has not spoken to them. Yet they run and say the Lord says this, and they had a dream about that, and they had a dream about the Lord talk to them. That is a product. They're making themselves a product by the Illuminati to lie before the Most High. So all them pastors and them deacons and evangelists, and all them will say, Allah said this and God said that and Jesus said this and Lakshmi come to me, and all these different deceptions. All the different deception is a lie. Yeah, it's a lie. A lie. Alright, folks, I ain't going to further into this because they will shut down my live just now, right? They will shut down my live just now. They get my opportunity to talk because they themselves They want to hear exactly what I had to say today. Right? All these different deceptions are lies you believe in. Lies, 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 lies. In order to keep the system going, right, it must be based on lies. Everything lies. Everything that you learn in school, lies. Lies, lies, lies. It's based off of their system. It's based off of their understanding. It's based off of their decision to deceive you. It's based off an agenda. Lies, lies, lies. Everything that they teach you is a complete distraction. Right? So there's no way that NASA going live right now with 21 people and NASA teaching you the truth, right? Yeah. yeah. NASA and them pastors and them televangelists and them are 300 people. Them Obia man and them are 250 or kind of thing people on their live. But I can tell Samuel who ready telling you the foundation. Archangel Samuel only had 21 people riding, comfortable, normal. Sometimes Archangel Samuel only has 6 people on the live, doing 5 hours live. Sometimes Archangel Samuel only had 2 people and we rocking 3 hours live. You know what I mean? And no complaint because I know I'm telling you the truth, right? Those who love the world will have more followers than me. I mean, I understand that. I'm not jealous people who have more followers than me. It's just sad, really sad, that the truth is being taught to you free, and you don't want to listen to it. The avenues are open. It's open. Facebook is open. You can come and listen to the live. But don't go back to your ungodly ways. Don't support the agenda of the Illuminati. People mightn't be seeing what I'm talking about now, but soon you will, folks. I promise you. I promise all of you, you will reap the reward if you turn to the ancient truth of Elohim. It's really, really sad that the truth is being taught and people is not interested in the truth. They're interested in the other sources that is not teaching them the truth. It's sad, folks. Let's imagine I saw somebody who just want to talk. Let me say somebody want to talk. Let me say an artist. Let me say a Jamaican artist like Vibes Carter. Let me say a Jamaican artist like Vibes Carter going live. What? Talking about 1.1 million people go be on the live because everybody love Vibes Carter. Let me say somebody like what's your name again? Mariah Carey. Let me say if Mariah Carey go live on Instagram or go live on Facebook. Oh my gosh, the live will be packed because you know why? Everybody want to talk to Mariah Carey, right? Everybody want to talk to the delusions and to the ones who make up the system of Babylon. Everybody want to talk to them, right, folks? Right. So everybody love evil, right? They love to support the ungodliness of this world. Now, some of you might be denying the fact that you really does listen to the ungodly ones, because I mean, if Jay-Z and Beyonce go live and they're talking, you know what, people go and listen to Jay-Z and Beyonce, and the same people, I could tell you right now, 50%, 50, right? 50% of people, right, folks? 50% of people who will be listening to these music artists and them going live, just talking shit, bullshit, just talking nonsense, worldly talk, and encouraging your flesh to sin even more, right? Yeah, they are being placed there by the Illuminati, right? To distract you more and more, so that you could remain corrupted. You can remain corruptible, you know. You can remain corruptible as long as you live in the flesh. And before you die, you will corrupt your generation too. So your generation coming after you will be corrupted too as well. You know what I mean? So the corruption or the generational curse corruption will continue every generation that comes corrupted. Every generation. Because you know why? The system teaches ungodliness. The system teaches unrighteousness. The system does not teach you the real truth. The system teaches you lies. Lies. That is all. The system doesn't teach you the truth at all. See what I'm talking about? When you're talking the truth, you're being shut down. Right? So I am just letting you all know, by facts, by truth, that the system will never support anything that Elohim gives or says in this world, because the world do not love the creators. They do not love Elohim. They do not love their truth. Right? So I am just making you all understand. Those might be listening right now. I was listening on my thing, but they cut off the internet, so I cannot hear anything. Right? The internet is being stripped right now. Yeah, the internet. They could do that. All those who was on the phone right now, all those who listening from their cell phones, did you lost internet just now? Right? Because they don't want you all to hear nothing I saying. Right? I the black sheep amongst humanity. Amongst humanity, I am the black sheep. Nobody will want to listen to me as a black sheep, right? I the black sheep on the earth right now. The only one that telling you the truth. The only one, right? It are others who telling the truth, but it's not the truth. It's not the real truth. They will say, "I will tell you the truth." They will be telling you. A lot of others will be telling you, "I know the truth. I know the truth." A lot of them know the truth, but they still don't know the truth. That is truth, right? A lot of them telling you, "I know the truth. I have the truth. I have the truth," but know that they don't know the truth, right? They will be telling you what Babylon teach them. They're telling you what the pastors and them teach them, or what Lucifer and the fallen angels teach them. Give them a dream, Lucifer can give dreams. Who tell you Lucifer can give dreams? Who will tell you that Lucifer cannot give dreams? They could give dreams, of course. The many spirit, of course, but that was not the creator, right? That's the reason why you must have a spirit of discernment to discern the difference in your dreams. You must know where your dreams coming from. You must know whether your dreams is from Lucifer or from Abba. You must know whether your dreams is from Jezebel or Mama. You must know where your dreams coming from. You must know whether your dreams is coming from an idol or from the main true source. Right? You must know where your dreams coming from. There's a lot of dream stealers out there, a lot of dream catchers out there. For example, while we're talking about this topic here, a lot of people who go into church, who trust their pastors and all these different things. The Lord, the Most High Yahuwah will give you a dream and tell you, "Hey, you must go into this business in order to survive, and wait for me when that time comes." And these people in the church will go and tell the pastor their dream. And what the pastor will do, the pastor will steal their dream from them. Steal their dream. Pastors are dream catchers. They are like gods in the churches, but they are really dogs. They are dogs. You hear? They are dogs. In the eyes of the Most High, they are dogs. Right? Pastors, deacons, evangelists, name them. They're stealing people's dream, right? Stealing people's dreams. Yeah, dreams and visions. You go and tell your pastor you had a dream to have a business. The pastor will use you, right? Depending on who the pastor is, depending on how desperate the pastor is for a little money in his pocket. Pastor will steal your dream, invest in your dream, and when the dream keep growing, and let me just wake you all up to this understanding. While your dream is growing, and you're fasting for your business to grow, your pastor investing in your business, and so the church will help you build this business. As soon as your business begin to build higher, the pastor will now claim that God tell him to be the leader of your business now. So now you're signing over your business gradually to the pastor. You're signing over your business gradually. It's like you're signing over your house. This happens everywhere. And yeah, this happens. So you signing over your business to the pastor, right? For example, you're on the pastor good. You're going to church every time. Every day you're going to church. But one day you get a dream. And here was the dream you get. You have about 2-3 houses. And you tell the pastor, I had a dream that I'm supposed to give you this house. The pastor will make sure, work on it. The pastor will work on it and make sure that you go and sign that house on his name, not on the church name, on his name. There's a lot of corruption taking places in the church, and the congregation just overlook it with a smile. They just be like, well, he's the pastor, he's a man of God, who am I to judge? Who are you to judge, right? Who are you to judge? Okay. Who are you to judge? Right? Who are you to judge? Right? We're supposed to be judges. Right? Judges of righteousness. Not judges of unrighteousness. We're supposed to judge unrighteousness when we see it. Not sweep it under the freaking carpet. Because we're supposed to be judges who will judge in righteousness and not judge in unrighteousness. We must be judges, folks. Judges, right? To judge the unrighteous acts going on in the churches or in the courtrooms. Because there's a lot of things happening there, folks. We must be judges, folks. Judges of righteousness. We have that power. A lot of you might be saying to yourself, who are we to judge each other? We have power. We have free will. And once you have free will and you stand with Yahuwah, Yahuwah gives you the authority to judge the unrighteous. Judge the unrighteous. Where is it sense the righteous and you're judging the next righteous brother? That is unequally yoked misunderstanding there. In other words, you can't be righteous and judging your other brother who is righteous, who really righteous. You're supposed to judge the unrighteous ones, not allow the unrighteous ones to be swept under the carpet and have a big smile on your face. But you're judging your righteous brother who keeping the standards and the ordinance of Elohim. You judge your righteous brother, but it doesn't judge the unrighteous ones, because the unrighteous ones can easily bribe their way through. Yeah, it's going on in church, you know. The pastor could easily get whatever you want from you. Anything the pastor wants, huh? Yeah. You know, if the pastor wants you and your husband to break up, that's possible too as well. The pastor could break up your marriage. I mean, if the pastor wants you as a little side chick, the pastor could get you as a side chick. Because all the pastor has to say is, God say that you supposed to be my wife. But you say, but pastor, but you're married. You say, but me studying a woman, right? That was before, but God changed his mind. You know, they will use the word God, and so much of corruptible things happening in that word God. And they will say, God say, and God say this, and God say that. God changed his mind now. I'm supposed to be with you. I ain't supposed to be with the past. I ain't supposed to be with, my marital wife. Let me tell you something. It's our video circling right now all over Twitter with a pastor, right? With a pastor with one of his congregation in a room. I tell you, the church done. Church now done. They now done shouting Jesus and now shouting God and now so-called catching power and all them different things, and pastor talking in tongues and all them different things. Church done and everybody gone. A woman who does sing, the woman who does sing in the congregation, who does sing with the choir. The pastor require her service. The pastor naked, she naked, right? And the pastor having sexual acts, breaking the marital covenant of he and his wife, and speaking in tongues while they having sex with the woman. Pastor speaking in tongues, eh? The pastor speaking in tongues, and then the next day, the same mouth the pastor used is the same mouth he using to call on God. This is just show you, folks. This is just to open your eyes, to show you how evil this world is, boy. Yeah? If they was really talking about Yahuwah, if the pastors and they was really holy, they will never break the covenant of Elohim. I'm telling you right now. Right? If the pastors and them was really following the commandments and they really had the fear of Yahuwah in their hearts, They will never break the they will never break the covenant with Yahuwah, because they have no relationship. They have no unique yoke to Elohim. They could do whatever they want, because that is what the kingdom of darkness allowed them to do. Yeah. The king, what dog eat dog in the kingdom of darkness, you know? Dog eat dog, you know? Dog eat dog, you know? They could do whatever they want. Pastors could do whatever they want, and because you know why? As I teach you over and 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 over, I keep pounding it in your mind, I keep pounding it in your spirit, I keep trying to wake you up over and over and over and over. I keep trying to get to you, I keep trying to get to your spiritual mind, I keep trying to make your flesh understand that this world is an evil place, this world is a disgusting place, this world is a stench. Don't let me start to preach here. I'm trying to wake you up to understand that the word God suppresses everything that is righteous. You hear what I'm telling you? The word God suppresses the righteous ones, right? Because they use God to get what they want, wherever they want they can get. Whatever they want they can get, folks. Whatever they want they can get. There's no problem. It's no problem, folks, right? It's no problem at all. No problem. Whatever they want, using the word God, they can get whatever they want. That's the reason why the Vatican is the ones who run in the schools, the theology school. Where do you think the theology school come from? It's the Vatican. The Vatican is the theology school. You think they're going to teach pastors how to be righteous? You think that they will teach the pastors how to be righteous in theology school? Never. Never. They will never teach a pastor, nor a pundit, nor a visionist. They will never teach them. Name a seer, name a prophet. They will never teach them righteousness. Never. They will never teach them righteousness. Right? They're teaching them to blind people. It's part of the deception, folk. What do I know? It's part of the deception. So that you remain in darkness. The pastors remain as your gods, right? Your pastor, your deacon, your evangelist. You know what? If people really wanted to hear this truth, this life would I have like 1 million people in this life right now. I'm not famous. Nobody will listen to me. They will only listen to those who are famous. You know, those who are famous and those who support evil, they will support them. Right? They will support them. I'm just trying to open your eyes and show you the reason why nobody doesn't listen to me, because I am not famous. Those who are famous will have the world's support. The world will support their own. The world will persecute those who are not their own. Those who live in the world and do not account to the standard of this world. Although they live in the world, they're not accounting to the standard of this world. Right? The world will persecute those that are not their own. In meaning, in other words, the world will hate those who love Yahuwah. The world will never ever support those who love the Creator, ever, because the enemies already teach them to hate righteousness. Right? It's sad, but it's sad, but it's the truth, right? It's sad, but it's the truth. But anyhow, I must give you all a little deeper understanding there before we dive back here.
Send some rain down in Jamaica where God will come from. Please, oh God Almighty, I want send some rain down in Jamaica where God come from. Earth's greatest prophet was born in State Town in St. Anthony. And he was going about prophesying equal rights and justice to the nation, I know. And they took him away and told us all, oh, yes, it's all right. And I weep not for John, for I know that one man can't carry 3 times. They're trying to fool the people, yeah, the people now. Away from black man, all because they feel that we would do wise. But what was hidden from the wise and prudent now revealed to the babes and suckling too. Officially, let's talk. I'm talking about down in Jamaica. We're coming.
Yeah.
Down. Okay.
We are live.
Down.
Officially, let's talk.
Down in Jamaica, we're coming.
Say no one time. But the live today going to be very interesting, right?
Stop it, good man. Oh, it took yourself too long. Down.
So let's share this live, alright? You know why I'm live. So you all know why I'm live. No, it's not body buck, alright? It's not a body buck, folks, okay? No, it's not a body buck. I might talk about I might expose some things that I don't know. But anyhow,
Come on, let's talk about down in Jamaica where God comes from. Come on, people, yeah, let's talk about down.
so come on people, share this live.
Down in Jamaica
What's up to you, brother MJ?
where God comes from.
And to all commanders, all soldiers in the army of Elohim. Okay, the second day or the second millennium year, right?
Yeah, I want to send some rain down in. I want you to send some rain.
Second day in. Alright, so let's get 100 people on the live.
Earth's greatest prophet was born in State Town in St. Anthony. And he was going about prophesying equal rights and justice to one black man. All because they feel.
Your love works more than gold. So save your soul. Down.
Earthquake is going to happen, Carupano. We are just waiting for one more earthquake. Yes. Manda sister Jenny.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Talk. I'm talking.
Works more than gold. Your love works more than gold. So save your soul. He works more than gold. Still down. You
So as
can't
we can see, Abba Yahuwah El Elyon,
say you've never been told.
right above the moon.
Ancient wisdom, black and gold. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Life is better than silver or gold. 14-year-olds of golden. Very soon their glory fade away. To show the King of Zion is the creator of night and day. Your love works more than gold. So Savior, oh, we are hypocrites no more. For Jah
This is the live that you need to be on right about now.
has come. Your love works more than gold.
Talk in depth things where you will have to learn and you will know about a lot of things. Alright, so just go over there and check it out, alright?
In the time of tribulation, Jah divine supervision. Why? Over the homeless and feed the hungry. So free the captives like a bird in the tree. We as a people, we
So you can ask questions, right? You can ask questions in connection to, I don't know, whatever you want to know. Anything you want to know about what's going on in the Caribbean islands, in your country, wherever you are, you can ask questions. You're free to ask those questions, okay? It's okay, bro.
And I hope you feel the same way too. The goodness of your words will carry you through. You will go on to others, and I will do the same for you. Keep it a child, my friend, and you will prove what I'm saying is true. Love is the answer. There ain't no other. Oh, love is the answer. True love of the Father. If your neighbor come begging you something, don't say go and come tomorrow. Give it now while you can. And I know.
Come to others.
I will bless you. Oh, love is the answer. There ain't no other.
Alright, so what I said, Kelly, that you can go over to my other live and you could learn in-depth things about anything that you want to learn. Anything that you want to know. Alright?
We must exercise our love by forgiving and helping. We should teach others what they need to learn, forgive them.
Yeah, Trinidadians, have you all realized, as Sister Trini there brought up that topic, we'll talk about it. Have you all realized in the day it's very hot in the Caribbean islands, and in the night it's very cold? I believe last night it dipped to 12 degrees, right? Last time it probably dipped up about 12 degrees last night. It was very cold. Alright, so I'm sure most of you all could attest to why during the day it's real hot and in the night it's real cold. Alright, that is because of certain things happening right now where you all are not aware of what's going on. I want to talk about the Sahara dust, okay?
Even in your heart burn, love I'm feeling, love lasts for me, love I'm feeling. Oh yeah, love is the answer. There ain't no other. Oh, love is the answer. True love.
Alright, so we're going to start our program soon.
Love of the Father. Love is the answer. There ain't no other. Oh, love is the answer. True love of the Father. Love.
So keep inviting, keep inviting, keep inviting.
Feeling. Love lasts for me.
Let's go to 10 million people now. There you are.
Love lasts for me. I will always do the good I can, war and hatred I can.
Don't leave the life, Trinidadians. Don't leave the life. You're learning something. You will learn something on this life.
And I hope you feel the same way too. The goodness of your words will carry you through. Do good for others, and I will do the same for you. Ooh, give it a try, my friend, and you will prove what I'm saying is true. Oh, love is the answer. There ain't no other. No, love is the answer. True love of the Father. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. True love is the answer. Good to live in your perfect.
Alright, we're going to start.
Equal rights and justice for all. Rise and never fall. Tell themselves, boo, what they gonna do when none for them not true. Say what they gonna do, them get slow, yeah.
Who do you think you are? We living in a small world.
Who do you think you are? We living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are, we living in a small world.
Elohim is the answer.
As bad as you think you are, we living in a small world. As tough as you think you are, we living in a dub on your nerve. Alright, that day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and there will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see their handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie can rise the world they get for you them from out of Islam now. And the day I will have to see their face.
So as we can see, Abba Yahuwah El Elyon
They go to the human race and try to take things out.
looking straight at us right now.
Place, run away to space, shoot them in the air. After one I judgment you have to get the day. When they find out that they can't escape, sadness they send and the people them trace. Smile on my face, that day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and there will be kilograms and brain and bullets and gun. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall rise. The one they get so to them out of this love. Boom. Who do you think you are? We're living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are.
When they find out that they can't escape, oh my gosh, people gonna be scratching their head when they realize it was all an illusion all the time, eh?
Living in a small world.
As you all know, Archangel Samuel is always play music, and then we was going to the deep, real deep at the rabbit hole to expose certain agenda of the Illuminati, to bring the truth to the public so that people will know exactly what's going to unfold free of charge. You know what I mean? No additional cost. All I want is your ear. All I want you to do is just listen and share. That is all.
You think you are, we live in a small world. As never you think you are, we live in a
all right. Yeah, all I want is just your ear. Just want you to listen and just share the life. That is all. I'm asking you for nothing more. But other pastors and I'm asking you for more and they're giving them, but I asking you for nothing. All I want is to just listen. Alright. So that is all. I mean, the world would not listen to me anyhow. So I mean, only those who listening will be the ones to really understand how deep the deception is on the earth. But the others who never want to listen, them will be the ones to die like fools. But anyhow, folks, we are here again. I just want to teach you all this. And it's been beautiful having all my brothers and sisters wherever you are from, whatever country, wherever you are from. It's beautiful having you all here on the live right now. I'm just going to teach you all about Yahuwah here, and I really hope that the enemies do not shut down this live. You know, they're always frantic to, they're always aiming to shut down my life. So let's hope that this works out really, really better. Alright, so I'm going to show you all Yahuwah up close and personal. So I'm going to show you all, this is Yahuwah crown, this part of the crown, this is the white here. This is Yahuwah white here, alright. The colors that you see in here is part of his crown, right? As the verses of scriptures we read earlier on, alright. This is Yahuwah eye, right where you see the mouse. This is his eye, one eye. This is his other eye. This is his nose. This is his mouth. And this is his white beard here. Again, this is Yahuwah here, white here. That is the reason why they just imitate Yahuwah by using the image of Yahuwah and mocking him with Santa Claus. Remember, Santa Claus is a white man, but Yahuwah is a black man. Yahuwah is black. Yahuwah is black, he's not white. Mama Ruach HaKadosha is white. Yahushua is not black. Yahushua is olive skin. Yahuwah is completely black. Right? Black like my complexion, by the way. Right? He is the creator. Right? So now we learned this a million, zillion, billion times already, but this is Yahuwah here. As you can see how Yahuwah white here is wavy and nice. So here is wavy and nice. His head is here is blocking the glory, right, of his crown. Alright, the clouds, the dark clouds that we see in here is the darkness that he's hiding within. Because if we see Yahuwah with all his glory, the flesh will melt. Yes, there's a lot of theory going around and a lot of so-called knowledge and wisdom about the creator, but they have no idea who he really is. They don't have a relationship with him to understand his true ways. Alright, so a lot of people did researches and all these different things, but certain things I teach, you will never find it in certain things I teaching, you will never find it on Google. Right? Never. You will never find the things. Some of the things that I'm teaching you all here, you will never see it in Google. If you go up on Google, you will never find the things that I'm teaching you, ever. Right? Never find it on Google, because Google is not interested in teaching people the truth by the way. Right? Shalom to your sister Coco, brother Jeremiah, to brother Obi, sister Ann. We have Lena over with us. We have all the commanders. We have, let's go back. We have Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. We have Dejalene. We have brother Frank. We have brother Kareem. We have Fortunato from Cali, right? We have Sister Rosa, right? I can't really see all those that are on the live right now, but welcome, and thank you for all those who are listening. Only have 17 people on the live. Sometimes I come down to 13, sometimes I boil down to 7, and I'm still rocking 4 to 5 hours. So I hope that this live will really really go forward in explaining even more in depth, right? Hope that explaining more in depth. So now we understand this is Abba Yahuwah mouth here. As you can see, Yahuwah is a black man, and you can see Yahuwah beard here. This is part of his beard, but the black clouds down here, is blocking the other side of his face, right? So as you can see for yourself, Yahuwah El Elyon, the Almighty, our Father, is in the clouds here, and he's looking at people from in heaven on his crown, on his throne. Yahuwah is looking at people on earth down here. So it's people you're looking at, and you can see a little tears here coming out from his eyes right here. You see a little tears here. We could see a little tears coming down here, and the reason why you see a little blackness here, right? The reason why you see a little blackness here, that is not his mouth extended really, but this is Yahuwah here, his nose, his eyes, eyelashes, and everything. But the reason why you see this little black thing here, that is because we explained that is part of his skin color. Alright, that's part of his skin color. That's the reason why you only seeing parts of his skin there, but other than that, this is the glory. I'll be seeing here different foundation stones. By the way, there's a foundation stone, and on Yahuwah crown too as well. On his crown there are stones on Yahuwah's crown. That is the reason why up here is black out like this. Up here is dark. See this dark piece of crown here, right? This is blocking out the other part of his face right now as well, right? Okay, all right. This is the tip of Yahuwah's crown. As you can see, white up here, white, right? Up here will be the sun, and up here is part of his crown, right? It's part of his crown up there. So yeah, there's a foundation stone here, and this is a foundation stone here, but these same stones are on Yahuwah's crown. But these same stones are being separated from, it being, different from what the meaning of it, because these same stones are on Yahuwah's crown, Mama's crown, and these same stones are on Yahushua's crown. These same stones that we will see in the heavens is not planet X, Nibiru, brown dwarf star. It's all lies. These are foundation stones, right? The Hopi prophecy is bullshit. The Hopi prophecy is where the same tribe of the Amerindian tribe, the Anunnaki tribe, the tribe of the Anunnaki, the Amerindian, right? The seeds of Satan, right? Yes. Yeah. So as I was explaining already, yeah. So now you have a deeper understanding of what that specifically means, right? Now you have a deeper understanding of what it specifically means. Hi to you, Pauline. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Ann White. Hi, Ambery. Hi to you, Max. To you, Sister Lisa. Who is here with us? Who is here with us, boy? Who is here with us? All right. So these are all the things that is happening right now. So I'm just going to explain about the Sahara dust. All right. Then I'm going to go into, then I'm going to just try to see how far we could reach with this life. So you all have an understanding, right? You all have an understanding, right? This is Yahuwah wavy here, right? Being waved out, and his hair is blocking the stones because he don't want people to fully see the stones, but he know I will come live and I will talk about these stones, because you could see it's a stone. You could see it. You could see it's two different stones here, right? Yeah, you could see. and you can see the crown to his brow, and you can see this looks like an arrow, right? It's an arrow, because as you can see, this dark spot here is really an arrow pointing to the particular place where this video, you know, so pointing now, this video is being pointed at the particular place of the, well, this video is really pointing at earth. This is what Yahuwah have in his mind and in his heart, to bring destruction to this particular people. And we can see a little tears here. You can see a little tears. Anybody can see? Yes, there's a little tears coming down Yahuwah. I hear a little drop of tear that will flood out the nations. If you remember my prophecy, all right. Oh, we need one more. We need to continue the scriptures. I ain't done there yet. Yes. All right. So I need to continue this. All right. So let me just hope that, you know, Facebook really keep the life going, right? So we have a lot of work to do here still. But let me see if I could continue this quickly. Right? So let me see if we continue. Alright, so the last piece of verse that we read was Job 37, 15 and 16. Now we're going to Job 26. We're going to Job 26 verse 9. It still have to do with about glory. He obscures the face of the full moon and spreads his clouds over it. Now what I'm going to do is switch the view a little bit, and I am now going to show you all the full moon, right? As you can see, the full moon is there, right? That is the full moon, right? That is the full moon there. You can see a face in the background too as well. Alright, so you see the full moon. I bring up the full moon there for you. He obscures, what the scripture say here, he obscures the face of the full moon and spreads his clouds over it. Spreads his clouds over it. Right? So let's bring that up there for you. I'm just going to take it up there. Right? Alright, so we're going to Job 36 verse 29. Let's go. We're going to Job 26 29. Let's all go together there. Can anyone understand the spreading of the clouds, the thundering of his pavilion? Archangel Samuel, I just teach you all about Yahuwah there, give you all understanding. Alright, now we're going to go to Nahum verse 1 to 3. The scripture that you missed maybe was Job 26 and 9, with Job 26 verse 9. Now we're going over to Nahum, Nahum. Nahum. We're going over to Nahum right now. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3 in Nahum. Yahuwah is slow to anger and great in power. Yahuwah will by no means leave the guilty unpunished. In whirlwind and storm is his way, and clouds are the dust beneath his feet. I'm just going to bring that other video so that you could see what the scripture means here and exactly what the scripture is describing here yet. You see the whirlwind? The whirlwind is a tornado. The whirlwind is a storm, hurricane, tornado, tornado, storm, tornado, storm, hurricane, typhoon, monsoon, those are, those are whirlwinds, right? That is why it's include storm is included there. It was not there before, but I added in there. I'll be sharing this with you all in a few days from now. I will be sharing this with you all. All right. All right. So Nahum, let's go to Nahum again. I want to explain this Nahum because there's plenty of verses here that this teaching have, so I just want to explain this in a little depth so that you all can understand. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3, Yahuwah is slow to anger. We see that all the time. That is mercy. Slow to anger means Yahuwah is slow to anger and he's showing mercy still, right? You get the ancient truth of Elohim, that is mercy. And anger and great in power, right? He's slow to anger and great in power, okay? Yahuwah will by no means leave the guilty unpunished. The guilty unpunished. Those who refuse to judge the unrighteous, they are guilty and they will be punished, right? Yahuwah will by no means leave the guilty unpunished. Those who are guilty of their crimes against humanity, those are guilty of their crimes against Archangel Samuel, they will be punished. He will not leave them unpunished. Alright, so by no means Yahuwah will never ever leave the guilty unpunished. The guilty will be punished. In whirlwind and storm is his way. Yahuwah will punish them with a tornado and with a storm, right? Which is his way of doing things. So when storm and hurricane and thing happening, people calling on God and God, they pray that God will do this and they pray that God will do that. You're just wasting time. It's Yahuwah who's sending these storms. Look at there. It's there in Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. It's there. Yahuwah is sending all these storms, hurricane, and then they lie to you and they tell you all what? It's geoengineering. Hey, they tell you all it's geoengineering, boy. Geoengineering that causing all these storms and all these hurricanes and earthquakes caused by frackings and all them things is to lie to you. Lie. Look at right here. It's right here. Right here in Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. Right? So this is the life that you need to be on. Nahum 1 to 3. Yahuwah is slow to anger and great in power, and Yahuwah by no means leave the guilty unpunished in whirlwind and storm, which is his way of doing things, which is his way of passing judgment. And clouds are the dust beneath his feet. So Yahuwah is in the heavens, and the clouds is the dust of his feet. Yahuwah is a giant. He looks down at us from heaven. Alright? Alright, so now I'm going to explain about the Sahara dust. And then we're going to come back into this, because I want to complete this really quick. So I want to explain about the Sahara dust, and then we will come back into explaining even more in-depth things here.
Escape today, you can't escape tomorrow. Make sure you favor anytime you borrow. Make sure you don't let no life in a sorrow. Make sure you're not lead and straight like arrow. Make sure you break no push out in a barrow.
Fire burn Julio Rosberg with the knives. With the butter knife sword.
Make sure you make them walk out and borrow.
Yeah, that's from Archangel Raphael. Fire burn you, Julio Rosberg, with your butter knife sword.
Make sure you're elevation and arrow. Judgment, everyone tell them something I want. That day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and they will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I see they handle over guns and bullets and bullets and guns. When I will stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shine like out on the wings, the heavens and the sun. Oh yes, I will remain the same
in Elohim Almighty name.
in Rastafari name.
And watch them going up in flames.
Watch them going up in flames.
For all the innocent they have corrupted.
All the innocent going down the chain.
All the innocent going down the drain.
You have to pay for the shackles and chains, and pay for this washing of the brain, and pay for these guns and cocaine, the sick and the lame. Alright, that day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and they will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I
Sick and the lame. Alright, that day will come.
see they handing over guns and baits and bullets and guns. That day will come when blaze up your
Alright, tonight we're going to talk about Sahara dust. Alright, but before we get into the Sahara dust, let me see if I can find something a little special. Find it. Stay tuned to the audience. before we go into the Sahara dust and you know what it is really about, I will play this for you all. All remember this? A classic. All remember this? I saw some of you all remember this from your childhood days. I saw you remember this from your childhood days. When your mother telling you go in your bed, a horror going and start. Alright guys, the Sahara dust is an X-Files. Alright. Alright. So that's one side. The joy of Elohim is our strength. Alright. Alright, so I just want to talk about the Sahara dust today. What is the Sahara dust? What entails in the Sahara dust? If I pull up, well, let me just give you all an easy version, because some of you all don't want to go and do our research to figure out what is a Sahara dust. What is the Sahara dust? Well, Trinidad and Tobago Weather Center telling you Trinidadians that Sahara dust came from Africa. Am I correct, right? Sahara dust coming from Africa, right? Alright, so if Sahara dust coming from Africa, how come there's no Sahara dust in Africa? Anybody raise your hand. Anybody raise your hand. Raise your hand if you understand. If Sahara dust coming from Africa, how come there's no Sahara dust right now in Africa? I wonder. How come the whole Caribbean islands is blanketed right now in Sahara dust? What is the purpose of the Sahara dust? Now, let me just explain something a little deeper. Let's go to Venezuela. Let me talk about Venezuela. What's going on in Venezuela right now, Trinidadians? And why there is an influx of people from Venezuela into Trinidad. Why is there Sahara dust being sprayed throughout the Caribbean islands and not in America? Ding, ding. And then they talk about there will be another wave of Sahara dust. What is Sahara dust? Sahara dust is called chemtrails. If you've never heard about Sahara dust before, Sahara dust is chemtrails. Chemtrails is poison. And the reason why they are hiding the fact or the agendas of the Sahara dust and calling chemtrails Sahara dust is to hide the agenda of the Illuminati. It's to hide the agenda of the enemies, while your towns and your cities there in Trinidad is blanketed right now with Sahara dust. Mountains is covered with Sahara dust. You cannot see the visibility of the Sahara dust. It's so thick in Trinidad. It's so thick during the day that they actually put out an advisory telling you to slow down because of Sahara dust. That is because the Illuminati, alright, they're spraying chemtrails in the Caribbean islands to poison the people in the Caribbean islands. That is the reason why, guys, they are spraying poison. So while you sleeping in the night, they're spraying chemtrails in the night too as well. So what they're doing is poisoning people in the Caribbean islands so that you will run to the health centers with different sickness, and then they will have to give you the vaccine. You see, guys, it's all about an agenda. It's an agenda. It's always about an agenda. It has always been about an agenda. Now I can speak bold on what I'm saying. It's all about an agenda to get you to take the vaccine. Now, if you refuse to take the vaccine, then you will remain sick and dead. And that's what they think. They think that you don't know natural remedies. That is the reason why Abba wants us to go back to the history of natural remedies. Natural plants which he created to combat the diseases and plagues that the enemy spread in order to keep the businesses alive. I wonder if I might get into people. I want to get to the people in the Caribbean islands. I want them to understand that when they use the word Sahara dust, it's really chemtrails. It's all an agenda to keep the big farmers and them rich. It's to keep them continually rich so that they continue to make money off of your head. They continue to drug you. It's like they are like bounties then. It's like they have a bounties, or they contracted, right, by the big pharma to do a certain bidding or to do a certain job for the Illuminati in order to get people to collapse, to fall. You see, the reason for the poison of chemtrails too, guys, the purpose for the chemtrails too as well, is to poison the atmosphere. And once it poisons the atmosphere, where do you think it's falling? It's falling on your crops, it's falling in your water, it's falling in the water treatment. You see the water treatment plants that the Water and Sewage Authority has, it's falling in the water treatment plants, it's falling in your water that you have in your house. That's the reason why it's important to boil the water, and boil it thoroughly, really boil the water. Don't just drink pipe water just like that, you will get sick. It's the same thing going on in Michigan. It's the same thing going on right now in Flint. It's the same thing going on in certain parts in America. The same thing going on right now in Venezuela, where the water that they are actually receiving in their taps is not clean water, but is like latrine water then. Alright? It's latrine water that they get into their homes in Venezuela. Now let me just go back and talk about certain agendas going on in Trinidad. Let me talk about, all of a sudden now the Minister of National Security all of a sudden now wants immigrants to come into the country so that they now could facilitate and help them, give them jobs. It is an agenda, Trinidadians. Now I ain't trying to start no revolution here. So I know the enemies and them listening to what I'm saying on this profile here. I ain't trying to start no revolution. I'm just speaking from the heart of Yahuwah El Elyon on the agendas of the fallen ones and what they plan to do against you as a people, Benjamin. Alright? What they plan to do against you, that's what I'm talking about right now. Alright? And I want you to understand what is the purpose of the chemtrails or the Sahara dust that is spraying all over the earth. You see, it's not only about poisoning you. It's about hiding the fact that UFOs, you ever hear about UFOs, which are called spaceships, as well as UFOs, right? Which is called unidentified objects, okay? Unidentified object specifically means is a spaceship built by the Anunnaki, built by the fallen angels, alright? The spaceships and them is all over the Caribbean islands right now. And the purpose for the chemtrails is to, darken the visibility from you seeing the sky in the night or in the day. Right? It's also to kill the crops. You might think that your crops is not dying, but your crops is dying. You see, people in Penal and Superior, right? If you go during the day around when it's noon, and you just take your hand and pass it on your plant, you feel dust on your plant, right? You'll feel dust on your plant. What that dust is, that is chemtrails. Alright? There's nothing called Sahara dust. The word Sahara dust is to hide the agenda of what the enemies and them is doing in the Caribbean islands and throughout the earth. Alright? So again, in the night, even in the night too, go by your plants. If your plant is open in the white, in the open wide where the sky is visible, and again sunlight, whatever, and there's nothing blocking off your plants, go to your plant in the night. Go in the night, anytime, and just touch your plant, and you will feel dust on your plant. That dust that you're feeling, or if you take something like something and you shine it on the plant, on the leaf, on the plant, you will see something like silver dust all over the plant. No, that is not silver dust from Peter Pan. That is silver dust from different things that are putting in the chemtrail, different thing that is spraying humanity, different thing that is spraying people like bugs, right? So while you sleep, they're spraying you. When you come out from your bed and you go out in the public, or as soon as you live under your roof and you step into the road, you are stepping under chemtrail. Now, all of a sudden, you might just have a cough, and next thing you pick up a cold. That's how the cold start, right? That's how sickness begins. Now, the doctors and them will never tell you this, right? The doctors and them will never tell you this, that allergy, the word allergy, is developed by chemtrails. Right? So when you get an allergy and cough and different things going on with you, that is an infection from the different particles that they put in or placing in the chemtrails to spray your body. Now the purpose of this now is so that you ever heard anything about nanoparticles? Alright. If you never learn about nanoparticles, this will be an opportunity for you to learn about nanoparticles. Alright. Nanoparticles is some, you know, how to say, boy, is some small, tiny particles which is really alive, and those particles go inside of your body. Alright. Goes inside of your body. You can either consume it or you can either breathe it in. Because the air that we are breathing in is not clean air. Let me just repeat that again for you to understand. Right? The air that we are breathing on earth is no longer clean. It's not fresh air. It's not a fresh air we're breathing in. Alright? The air that we're breathing in is not clean. They poison the air. The air is poison. That's the reason why people are getting sick. That's the reason for cancer. That's the reason for different allergy, different sickness, different diseases. It's caused by the same Sahara dust. Alright? I will try to hold my tongue from using obscenities today. Alright? Because we have little children listening now. So I know I have that sort of respect. So people will understand. Children, they are lying to you in your school. Alright? Now they might want me to tell you this, because they will say how I fast to tell you this. But I'm telling you, the education system stinks. The education system stinks. The finance system stinks. Every system that Babylon created stinks. Alright, that's the reason why people can't get proper medical care and all these different things going on, while your prime minister flying out and going California to meet the boy. You know where let's go. Alright, so different things going on in the Caribbean islands and people not aware of it. Alright, so I will just stop there for now. You know, I will just stop there for now. I won't go too deep, because some people won't understand and some people will be ignorant and use obscenities and trying to upset me. Right? So I won't be upsetted. Right? But all I will say is that all those who saying is shit I talking and all I talking about shit I talking, right? You could ride out from the live while they have time. You can still leave from the live while they have time, because what I'm speaking is the truth. You are brainwashed, you are brain dead by the system of Babylon, right? Babylon brainwashed you not to believe in the truth. You believe in a lie and you will defend a lie. That's how the world is. That's the reason why the whole world is corrupted. That's the reason why the whole world is upside down, folks. Right? Babylon brainwashed humanity, brainwashed them to a fact where they can't think for themselves. Right? They can't even think for themselves right about now, because they are brainwashed and they are brain dead. So let me tell you something, Sasushi, whatever you call yourself. You are brainwashed and you need a mental checkup. Because if you look around to see all the things that are happening around the earth, you should right now wake up to understand and evaluate the deceptions that are happening on earth. Even your religion itself, your religion, your tradition, all that is an abomination to the creators. All that is an abomination. You see, they get you all to love your religion. They get you all to love your tradition. They get you all to love yourself. Be lovers of yourself. That's the reason why people cannot spiritually wake up. You know, people cannot spiritually wake up to understand exactly how deceived they are. You know what I mean? Because they're so deceived, right? And they don't understand that Yahushua is black and Yahushua is not white, and then they have this race war going on, right? But I'm going to tell you something. We are people of Benjamin, right? We are particular people of Yah. And if you don't want to wake up and see for your own self who we are in Elohim, who we are in Yah, you remain in your religion, you remain in your tradition, and you will perish with it the same way that you're trying to defend it now and talking about this shit. Okay. But listen to this dude now.
Yeah, don't seduce to reduce my knowledge, because I will always break down barriers and burn down bondage. All I got advice, grant not privilege. You see, I have to overcome all wicked. Them and them false things. I have no white God. Don't teach
me anything wrong.
me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from?
All right, brainwashed by
White man oppression. I have no
I don't think that education is a higher standard than the holy standards of the creators, eh?
white God. It's just a black messiah. Oh, I got that bless. So him not
You are programmed to defend the lies of the enemies.
blessings. I have no white God. Don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? Messiah. If a white God a bless, so him not bless. I want what is rightful mine, so me not stay mute. Your system is designed to distract me from the truth, but it will come to pass. And now not to the youth. In the process of time, we will know the truth. So give we white God to break his slavery. The doctrine follow on in the black community. The black Messiah, you trying to shield with fantasy.
So I could put how much angry face all they want. Fire burn all of them. All of you who hate the truth.
But we now gonna make you destroy the love with luxury. That's why you have to touch home. I have no place in Babylon. As I go, they make me victim of your unjust action. Oh God, I won't be conquered in the streets, God. Oh yes, I have to stand and go strong. Don't tell me off your white God. Don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God?
I real, eh? I real.
Save me from white man opera. I am no white God. It's just a black Messiah. White God a bless you, in a bless. Oh, me face can't talk with anger. Can't start no right. Oh, don't take.
So let me just go a little deeper now. Since I want to know, right? Are you willing to go down into the rabbit hole? If you go down into the rabbit hole to really discover how deceived you are as a people, how deceived you are as a people, and you believe that your governments and them is for you, while the government's digging out your eye, and you don't see that, right? That is the reason why there's so much of distractions going on right now in Trinidad. Not only in Trinidad, you know, there are distractions going on right throughout the Caribbean islands. Right throughout the Caribbean islands, there's a distraction. Did you all know there was a fire in Panama City just a while ago? Just a few days ago, it was a fire in Panama City. A few days ago, there was a fire in Dominican Republic. And a few days ago, there was a crash, the airline crash. You all not seen the agenda, right? You all not seeing the agenda. It's like I alone awake, and I alone seeing everything as it is for as it is. Because everybody is turning a blind eye to the deceptions of what's going on, and they rather not waking up. They're not waking up at all. I need some water to recuperate myself.
Who don't find you helping must be white. So what about the black that did the most in life? You want your white supremacy. Watching me as you change the version of the Bible. Oh, you want it. Remember, I know the evil won't go unpunished. Fear you iniquity, you have no wisdom or wit. All evilest people shall sink in the heart. I have no white God. Don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God?
Wake up, people. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. All who love evil will not go unpunished. You hear that?
Save me from white man oppression. I have no white God. It's just a black Messiah. If a white God a bless, I am not bless his love. I have no white God. Don't tell me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God. It's just a black Messiah. If a white God a bless, so him not bless. Cause when I try this like Moses with the rod.
It's a question to you. Why it is the people that you trust, like Trinidad and Tobago Weather Center, UE Seismic Government, alright, and different agency, why they keep digging out your eye right through? Tell me.
One strong body till Almighty Father God is the only second party. Dance is love. Free guide me through the darkness where the Eden dash. There wasn't any doubt, but the voice of made to shout. Behold, can't I you to complete the road? I have no white God.
Because you know why? The people of the Caribbean is powerless. They don't see it, right? Tribe of Benjamin, you don't see it. You don't even know you are a tribe. It's sad. It's sad that some of you walking around blinded by the system of Babylon and don't even know that you are a tribe. You don't know that you belong to a specific tribe because education blind you.
Anything wrong? Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God. It's just a black Messiah. If a white God a bless, so him not bless his love. I have no white God. Don't tell me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no.
Let them leave now. Let them leave.
White God is just a black Messiah.
They hate the truth. And I'm going to tell you something. What I'm teaching you all here, you will never, ever, ever, ever hear about it in the churches. You will never hear about it on TV. You will never hear it on cable TV. You will never hear it on CNN. You will never hear it on CNC3. You will never hear it on no TV station. What I'm telling you all here, you will never even hear it in History Channel, right? Because you know why? It's a big cover-up of what's going on, and you all defending the lies. Smack.
God don't bless you, him not bless. That's why we want what's rightful in mind. So me not stay mute.
Try and stay in mute, just like what sister is saying there. Just like we saying there. That's what I mean. I ain't staying mute at all. That's what I'm saying. I ain't staying mute. So this song will remind you. This will remind you. You know what I mean? This will remind you. This will go on with people today. So listen to this song.
Let Jah be praised.
Oh, I pray for my blessing to rise.
I pray for my blessings to rise. Oh, oh.
The belly full, but they're starving. That your government, you know. The belly full, but yet still they're saying they need money.
Belly full, but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you, we're empty.
You see what I'm talking about? The belly full. Your government belly full, but yet still they're saying they need money when they're stealing from the treasury. Alright? And they're digging out people's eye, and people are saying that. You know what I mean? Just look at what's going on right about now from Venezuela. That people from Venezuela coming in. Alright, all the time, way before this crisis began in Venezuela, it had people coming in from Cedros and different parts of Trinidad, and there was never ever saying how they wanna there was never ever saying, guys, that they wanted to lock down certain borders in Trinidad or those kind of thing, right? That was going on long time ago. A lot of Venezuelans came into Trinidad, into different parts of the Caribbean islands, right? And they never ever say that they wanted to lock down certain borders in Trinidad or the Caribbean islands. All of a sudden now they want to do it. Why you think? It's an agenda. It's an agenda. Now you might say, wow, that's the reason why. Let me go a little deeper here. Let me go a little deeper here. And that is the reason why. Think about it, folks. That is the reason why Venezuela in a mess right now. In order for them to get people from Venezuela to come into Trinidad to create the civil war. There is a civil war going to begin. And I'm going to tell you who's going to start the civil war. The government. The government is the one who's going to start the civil war. Already get the cue from Donald Trump and the other Illuminati members. Alright? They already get the cue from the head. Right? That when a certain event happens in Trinidad, what to execute, what to do. That's the reason why Donald Trump, well, you know Donald Trump is fake. So that's the reason why Donald Trump now calls certain Caribbean island ministers to a meeting. What do you think the meeting for is to take out, you think the meeting is to take out, what's his name again, Venezuela president, I can't remember his name right now, Maduro, you think that the meeting that they're going to is to deal or to kill Maduro? No. This is a mega plot against the tribe of Benjamin. A mega plot. And the sad thing is people not listening at all.
Your mercy, belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Man shall not live by bread alone. And I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah.
I did my part, yes.
Man shall not live by bread alone.
Whatever happened to the tribe of Benjamin happened to them, yes. I done with that. Once one certain thing happened, the tribe of Benjamin, that is it for them. Gone through.
I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah. The belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Never leave us alone.
Isn't it not strange that all of a sudden they want to lock down certain borders and all kind of thing, and then it took the and first the government so freaking bold face. First they so bold face. Alright, first they so bold face. They never tell you the 21st of February 2019. They never tell you that two airline was coming in, two warplanes was coming in, one from Russia and one from the US. Do you all know that the US and Russia have all jurisdiction to Trinidad waters? Yes. They don't need Rowley, or they don't need Minister of National Security to tell them to come into Trinidad waters, you know. Do you know that the US have all rights to come into Trinidad waters whenever they want, whenever they please? Yeah. They don't need rights from any government ministers or from any border control or from the Coast Guard. No. They could come here anytime they want. Anytime they want, they could come here. They don't need the government to tell them when to come here. That is what the government wants you to believe, right? The government wants you to believe that they have control over the elements, right? The elements of surprises, so to speak, right? The elements of surprises is the enemies on them. their own slave, their own masters, so to speak. Like their masters, right? Like their masters. They obeying the enemies. The enemies, the shadow government, the elites, those are their masters. That is their masters, right? They are not my master, right? They are not my masters, and they are not our masters per se, right? But once you serve in the agenda of the enemy, you belong to them. You belong to them. You are like their master. Sorry, they are like your master, so to speak, because you're defending their lies. So once you're defending or serving the agenda of your enemies, right, you belong to the kingdom of darkness. So, as I was saying already, right, the government of Trinidad and Tobago, the government of the Caribbean islands already get all clear, right? So pretend as though they're going to war with Maduro. That's the reason why they shut down Venezuela. Right now, Venezuela in a mess. Venezuela, let us raise this mic some more. Venezuela in a real mess right about now. Right now, Venezuela in a real mess. Right? And Maduro have electricity where he is, right? Obviously, where Maduro is. Maduro already put things in place so that when he know the elites going to shut power off, that he already have electricity, he have food supply, and some of your family members, he probably send them to Canada or send them somewhere else, right? He won't keep them in Venezuela to suffer, right? But he now have to remain in Venezuela as though it look like they're going on ready to take on the US, or they're going on really fight a war against the US. But the truth is, Maduro already joined with the Illuminati. He joined with the Illuminati, sold out the assets of Venezuela already. And for those who don't know, that Maduro is the brother of Hugo Chavez. Hugo Chavez is the brother of Maduro. Right? Maduro is the brother of Hugo Chavez. Let me tell you something. Even this other dictator, his name is, I can't remember his name right now, I just trying to remember, Cuban president. Cuban ex-president there, I can't remember his name right now, Fidel Castro. Now, this is what I'm going to crack here for you all. Fidel Castro is the uncle of Hugo Chavez and Maduro Chavez. Right? Let me just say it again. Fidel Castro is the uncle, right? Fidel Castro is the uncle of Chavez and Maduro. Now, let me just go down a little deeper now. Now, if that is the uncle, I think, well, father, uncle, I think that cousin, right? So, Canada Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, right, which is really a Chavez too as well, which is actually a Castro or a Chavez, whatever you want to call it. Right? Canada Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is the son of Fidel Castro. So that means that Fidel Castro, alright, is the uncle of Maduro and Hugo Chavez. And Justin Trudeau is the cousins. Am I saying it right? Yes. Hugo Chavez is the. Alright, let me just recap what I'm saying here, right? So now you're getting the truth there, right? Now you get the truth that Fidel Castro is the uncle of Maduro and Hugo Chavez, right? If you do a research, you may find it or you may not find it, but they are brothers, right? Hugo Chavez and Maduro are brothers, like blood brothers, and the uncle is Fidel Castro, right? And the cousin is Justin Trudeau, right? This is why you guys need to understand that the government around the earth is a family, right? If your prime minister had to be in governance, he had to be a part of their family. He had to be a part of the brotherhood. He had to be a part of the Illuminati. He had to be a part of the evil ones. Alright? That's all I will say before they shut me down. Alright? They will shut me down if I speak other things. So I've given you all in depth certain things where you could put two and two together and understand. I can't go a little deeper than that. They will shut me down, guys. Alright?
Can't you see the way is dark and we can make it on our own? I'm kind of happy but I'm mourning. You're looking on but not seeing. The boring sight and lacking vision. Oh Lord, I pray for their salvation. Belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. starving, have a lot and still wanting. Yeah, we know till we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Can't you see?
This year we need.
Yeah, we need.
Can you see, people of the Caribbean island? Can you see it's Elohim that you need? No. You're still holding on to your idols, although Abba brought you to a sort of, Abba brought you to a certain part, a certain stage, a certain experience, and you still run back to your idols like if your idols could save you. Why are you not opening your eyes and seeing that your idols is failure?
And without him, we can't succeed. He's my friend in times of need. Thank you, Jah, 'cause you revealed the belly full, but they're starving.
I have a lot and still wanting. Without Elohim, we are empty. We are very well empty.
Jah, we know till we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Belly full, but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, we know till we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy, please. Yeah. Listen, man shall not live by bread alone. I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah.
Every word that comes from the heart of Elohim, that's how men's supposed to live. Alright?
Man shall not live by bread alone.
You can't live by bread alone. You have to live by the word of Elohim too as well.
No.
And the word of Elohim had nothing to do with any religion or any tradition or anything like that, or anything like that that they created to brainwash you and spiritually blind you from the supernatural.
Oh, but by the words that proceeded from Jah. Ready to go to starving. Have a lot to want.
And on that day, on whom on that day there will be, on that day there will be nowhere to run. Right, so we are getting back now to our teaching. Before we dive into that divine prophecy, which I will not be playing today, but I just wanted you all to understand exactly what's going on there. We're gonna get back to divine teaching there of of where we reach. Where we reached was Nanoham, right? Nanoham chapter 1 verse 3. Yahuwah is slow to anger and great in power, and Yahuwah will by no means leave the guilty unpunished in whirlwind and storm. His way and clouds are the dust beneath his feet. So that means that Yahuwah is a giant. Alright? Let me hope that we have the amount of people on the live in order to remain the teaching keep going. Alright, so let me see how much people we have. Right, it's not much, but it's plenty. So I wanted to have at least much people on the live. So let me hope that we have that the live do not be shut down because of a certain information being leaked here right now will cause a problem because they wouldn't want nobody to listen to Archangel Samuel at all. All right. All right, so we're going to Job 37 verse 11 after Nahum. Also with moisture he Yahuwah loads the thick cloud. He disperses the cloud of his lightning. I teach you all that already. Exodus 13 21 and 22. Elohim was going before them in a pillar of cloud by day to lead them on the way, and in a pillar of fire by night to give them light, that they might travel by day and by night. He did not take away the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night, from before the people Israel. Revelation 14 to 14. Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and sitting on the cloud was one like a son of man. Yahushua having a golden crown on his head and a sharp sickle in his hand. All right. Thessalonians 1 Thessalonians 4-17 definitely speaks on speaks on Alright, so Thessalonians 4-17. Then we who are alive and remain will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet Yahushua in the air. And so we shall always be with Yahushua. Right? 1 Thessalonians 4-17, Leviticus 16 to verse 2. The Lord said to Moshe, tell your brother Aaron that he shall not enter at any time into the holy place inside the veil before the mercy seat which is on the ark, or he will die. For I, Yahuwah, will appear in the cloud over the mercy seat. Right? Over the mercy seat. We will talk about that in the next time when we have more people on the live. Alright? Deuteronomy 4:11. You came near and stood at the foot of the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire to the very heat of the heavens, darkness and cloud and thick gloom. We are seeing that happening all over with fires and forest fires and all these different things that are